You all may be seated. Please join me in recognizing the talents of our Kelly Walsh Band conducted by Mr. Brent Rose, Miss Sarah Hansen, and Mr. Michael Broyles. So we have a brief pause. You do need to stand again. So at this time, I ask that you please stand and remove your hats, understanding that our graduates will keep their caps and mortarboards on. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by our Kelly Walsh Combined Choirs, led by Miss Katrina Rooney, and the Kelly Walsh Chamber Orchestra, led by Mr. Gary DiPaolo. The colors are presented by the Kelly Walsh High School Marine Corps JROTC Color Guard, under the direction of Major Eric Patmore and Master Gunnery Sergeant Fred Pickering. The Color Guard will be commanded by Cadet Second Lieutenant Tessa Bannister, joined by Color Guard members Cadet Sergeant Ethan Keffer, Cadet Sergeant Brandon Pickett, Cadet Corporal Tristan Jimenez. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired. You may be seated.
Sometime back, I received the name of our country, the bodies of 4 Marines who had died while on active duty. I said then that there is a special sadness that accompanies the death of a serviceman, for we're never quite good enough to them. Not really, we can't be, because what they gave us is beyond our powers to repay. And so when a serviceman dies, it's a tear in the fabric, a break in the whole, but all we can do is remember. It is, in a way, an odd thing to honor those who died in defense of our country, in defense of us, in wars far away. The imagination plays a trick. We see these soldiers in our mind as old and wise. We see them as something like the founding fathers, gray and gray-haired. But most of them were boys when they died, and they gave up 2 lives, the one they were living and the one they would have lived. When they died, they gave up their chance to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers. They gave up their chance to be revered old men. They gave up everything for our country, for us. We owe them a debt we can never repay. All we can do is remember them and what they did and why they had to be brave for us.
Now I'd like to introduce our Kelly Walsh High School Chamber Orchestra, conducted by Mr. Gary DiPaolo, featuring the combined choirs under the direction of Miss Katrina Rooney. graduates transition back to their seats, one more round of applause for our combined choirs and orchestra. Parents, grandparents, guardians, faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, members of the Kelly Walsh High School class of 2023, I am honored to welcome you to the 57th commencement ceremonies for Kelly Walsh. We are grateful that you could all be here to celebrate with us. As I listened to our combined choirs and chamber orchestra's rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, I thought of the graduating Trojans who have enlisted in all branches of the United States Armed Forces. With Memorial Day having been celebrated this past weekend, my thoughts are with the many in attendance tonight who are veterans, active servicemen, and women. If you are retired, active, or recently or soon to be enlisted in the armed forces, will you please stand and enjoy the recognition you deserve? At this time, I'd like to introduce the following dignitaries who are with us tonight. Michael Jennings, Superintendent. Walt Wilcox, Associate Superintendent. Angela Hensley, Associate Superintendent. Stephen L. Bogan, Executive Director. Dr. Charlotte Gilbar, Executive Director. And Matt Flett, Chief Financial Officer. And the following board trustees: Board Chair Raymond Catalier, Rita Walsh, Kyla Alvey, Dana Howie, Thomas Myler, Jennifer Hopkins, Mary Schmidt, Michael Stadelli, and proudly wearing Coach Jerry Howie's tie from Kelly Walsh, Kevin Christofferson. I'd also like to recognize our American Sign Language interpreters, Braden Mason and Natalie Cartwright, and our special student interpreters who helped with our national anthem, Julia Greiner and Michaela Holshausen. The Kelly Walsh faculty retiring class of 2023 will be completing their careers in a few short days. Please join me in recognizing Lori Davis, Steve Howry, Park Pickering, Sue Schilling, Tabitha Smith-Heron, and Frankie Chavez. Thank you for your service. Congratulations, and enjoy the life of retirement. I would also like to recognize the group of people who are behind the scenes and made tonight happen. This event truly is a 365-day planning process. Please show your appreciation to John Sheaf, AJ Nathan, Stephanie Schaefer, Wayne Tuttle, Kelly Deacon, Jolene Whitley, and Christy Wood for making this a successful ceremony and celebration of the class of 2023. Every year I've said this now for 5 years, and it doesn't change. It's the one sentence in the speech I don't have to change. I am truly honored and humbled to be standing here as principal of my alma mater. I have been fortunate enough to have been a part of several Kelly Walsh graduations in many roles. As a graduate, a friend, an uncle, a principal, and most importantly, as a dad. In each of those ceremonies, I heard, and I know many of you have heard, a version of the following guest pep talk from my predecessor, Mr. Brad Diller. It bears repeating every year. For many of our kids, this will be the first of several graduations, but it will be their only high school graduation. For more than a couple tonight, it will mark the first time anyone in their family has graduated from high school. So please, when you feel the need to blow an air horn, remember that all of these Trojans have worked hard to be here, and all families deserve the opportunity to hear their student's name recognized. Let's keep the focus on our students and graduates and not on you. Tonight, one person will be the first to cross this stage and one will be the last. They are all important to us and to someone here. Thank you for your consideration. For a couple of graduates, their drive and commitment to academic excellence have yielded amazing results. Their efforts have earned them a place on this stage to address their classmates, family, and friends. At this time, please help me in welcoming our salutatorian, Bobby Herbst, to the stage.
Thank you for lowering it. I think I need a little more lowered. Okay. Good evening, friends, family, teachers, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2023. My name is Bobby Herbst, and I am honored to be able to speak to you all tonight. Almost all of us started our scholastic journey in the fall of 2009. For some of us, this may seem a lifetime ago. For others, it was just yesterday. I would like to put the amount of time that has passed into perspective through a list of events. To start, in 2009, Barack Obama was sworn into his first term as president. Michael Jackson passed. The first iPad was released. Toy Story 3 was released. One Direction was formed, and Instagram was launched. All of these events happened during or near our kindergarten year. At the time, this moment could not have been further away. I remember asking what year we were graduating, and when told 2023, I couldn't even fathom that this would be in my lifetime. It has been 13 years since we all completed our first official year of public school. It has been a long 13 years of crying at the table, trying to understand math and memorizing spelling words. It has been a long 13 years of complicated classwork and stressful tests. It has been a long 13 years trying to figure out who we are as people, and now it has all come to an end. In an attempt to be as extremely cliche as I can be, we are closing a chapter of our lives and opening a new one. All of these events I listed before were very important in 2009, but not as important as all of us starting our journey that led us here. Many more memorable events will come and pass, but this moment will forever be the most important in 2023. As Taylor Swift once said, long story short, we survived. And isn't that all that really matters? We survived, we grew up. The rest is up to you. Congratulations to you all, and I hope that you earn your happiness and prosperity. Thank you.
Finally, it gives me great pleasure to ask our valedictorian, Katie Conway, to come up and share her valedictorian address.
Hi, everybody. My name is Katie, for those of you I never got the chance to meet. It's an incredible honor to be up here today in front of you all sharing this accomplishment of graduating. I want you to know it wasn't always easy for me either, between the tears over math homework and the late nights studying microbiology, but I can say with a smile I was able to overcome it and not only graduate high school, but I got my associate's degree too. For me, this is just a piece of my journey, but for some of you this was a fight, and I'm proud of all of you for being able to sit here with me today. Now, all that might sound impressive, but don't let me fool you. I can't change the oil in my car or make a gourmet meal, so just because my skills are different from yours doesn't make them better. I know valedictorians have a certain reputation, but I really am just a person, and most of you are far better at most things than me. I value everyone's paths and appreciate how every single person here is different and offers separate things from everyone. I want you to know that whatever journey you take, I'll try to be there supporting you through every step because you all have great potential in different areas of life. Our class has created an amazing support system, so I hope that when we leave this place today, we all feel loved and supported by most of our peers. We've all worked so hard, even if that looks different to others, so please don't ever forget I'm proud of you. Your peers are proud of you. Congratulations, everyone, and I wish you nothing but happiness for your future.
All of you soon-to-be graduates might not know this, but you're part of a strategic plan. If it makes you feel pretty important, it really should. If you have no idea what a strategic plan or what strategic plan you're part of, it's totally understandable. You see, Natrona County School District has a strategic plan that has 5 goals. One of those goals, in my humble opinion, is the most important one. Now, the dignitaries behind me might make the argument that all 5 goals are equally important and want us to take a deep dive into data about literacy rates of 3rd graders and effective and efficient operations. I'm sticking with the goal that is in the cool purple graphic on the district's website that says we will improve graduation rates. I'm not saying those others aren't important goals, but the pinnacle of the strategic plan culminates with tonight. It is the celebration of the goal that for 13 years you have had teachers, support staff, administrators, coaches, nurses, classmates, the community, and your family working with you and rooting you on to achieve. Since a day in August during your freshman orientation, we simplified the achievement of that goal into 3 tasks. 1, be at school, show up. That includes being on time, even though you had to park at the pool parking lot. That would be a bonus. 2, do your best. We didn't need you to be the best at what you were doing, but you needed to give your best effort. It's really what being Trojan perfect is all about. And in the words of Ted Lasso, the harder you work, the luckier you get. 3, and this one's special to Kelly Walsh, be nice. No matter what you're trying to achieve, get along with each other. It makes it easier. It's no surprise that Peace, Love, K-Dub t-shirts are some of the most popular swag in our building. We said if you did those things, we guarantee you will cross the stage in 4 years. And here you are, 4 years later, getting ready to cross this stage. While I didn't use ChatGPT to write this speech, not that any of you are familiar with that or used it to write an English paper, it should not come as a surprise that I use a template and follow a pattern when writing this speech. So this is the time where I list off many of the incredible accomplishments that our school has achieved, with many of them due to the participation and leadership of the class of 2023. So I want to circle back to last year's graduation when Superintendent Jennings asked me at the end of the ceremony, and I'm paraphrasing here, "Hey, Mr. Britt, didn't you have any dudes who could speak tonight?" Of course we did. But last year, much like this year, our valedictorian and salutatorian were both young ladies. Our 4 pillar speakers, who will thankfully be up to share their speeches soon, were all females last year. They went through the same process that this year's speakers went through by filling out an application that was reviewed by our administrative team. It's not an easy task when there are so many qualified applicants. It does look, though, like the female leadership and girl power from last year carried over to this year, as our Lady Trojans brought home 5 state Wyoming High School Activity Association championships in golf, tennis, volleyball, cheer, and soccer. And oh, by the way, we also crowned Kelly Walsh's first female state wrestling individual champion ever. You will get the pleasure of hearing from her soon. And gentlemen, you were not slouches by any stretch, as you helped contribute to Kelly Walsh's accolades, including 7 University of Wyoming Board of Trustees scholarship winners. We also had the first Daniels Fund scholarship winner from Kelly Walsh in the past several years. You will see several sashes and cords over the gowns of many of our students that represent the culmination of volunteer hours, community service, academic achievement, and other awards. In addition to multiple honor societies, AP scholars, BOCES credit earners, ROT students, and our students who have enlisted in the armed forces, those include, for the first time ever, all students who have earned a certification or license in any CTE program, and our 6 students who have earned, for the first time ever, the state seal of biliteracy. Our Marine JROTC program, whose work allows Kelly Walsh High School to be classified as a Naval Honor School, added another state air rifle championship. Our band continued its reign of collecting superior ratings at the State Marching Band Festival and went ahead and dominated the University of Wyoming Band Festival just for good measure. All of our performing arts departments collaborated to put on an unbelievable production of Newsies. Our Cyber Patriot team was in the top 40 in the world. There was also Science Olympiad, qualifying for nationals in Kansas, DECA, speech and debate, and the list goes on. And Rodstock, one of the best days in the school year disguised as a music festival, continued to be a celebration of music, love, and acceptance that included a ton of talent from our students, staff, and community. I'd like to briefly paint the backdrop of my Kelly Walsh graduation ceremony in this very facility, which was just a few years back, or 32. Our commencement speaker was a magician. You heard me right. It was a magician, and I don't recall his name, and I vaguely remember a trick where fire shot from his hands, or there was a bird, or it was a rabbit. There was something that appeared out of nowhere. And I'm not criticizing our senior class representatives and sponsors on the choice of the commencement speakers, but I will say that my recollection of his speech from 32 years ago is not so great. And before you tease me about my age and that I can't remember because of it, I'd like to think that it wasn't very meaningful for a few hundred 17 and 18-year-old kids who were about to venture out into the real world. We just didn't know the guy. There was no connection other than the payment our senior class made to him for travel and his appearance at our once-in-a-lifetime ceremony. Now that I think about it, I do have the resources to look up what we paid for the guy, which was probably a decent amount. So my hope is that your graduation speakers tonight will be more meaningful and memorable to all of you because they are members of the class of 2023. I'd like to think they are also more cost-effective because they are working tonight free of charge. So tonight, you will hear from 4 of your classmates representing Kelly Walsh's 4 pillars of excellence in academics, athletics, activities, and acceptance. And yes, Superintendent Jennings, we even have a dude this year. These 4 pillars are what built Kelly Walsh from its inception before they were tiled into the entrance of our building. We as Trojans are all grounded in the foundation of these pillars, and we have all found our ways, possibly leaning on one pillar more than the other, but always knowing that all 4 are the foundation of excellence of our school. It is now my great honor to invite to the stage Emma Holmberg, who will speak about her connection with the academic pillar of excellence.
My name is Emma Holmberg, and I've been given the honor of representing the class of 2023's academic pillar. I have always pushed myself hard to succeed academically by taking the highest classes offered, overloading my schedule with AP and honors classes, and spending countless hours at the kitchen table crying over getting the wrong X value on my math homework. 13 years. 13 years of tests, 13 years of homework, 13 years of tears, and lots of them, by the way, and 13 years of different teachers and staff members who challenged each and every one of us in some way or another, which is why all 405 of us are sitting here in these caps and gowns today. Oftentimes, many people do not value having an education like they should. Many of us dread going to that 8 a.m. class and just want 10 more minutes of sleep, or choose to play hooky some days because our brains just cannot handle sitting in a classroom for 80 minutes. We are all guilty of this. Education, however, is so important to setting ourselves up for success in the future. Some of us will go on to become doctors, some of us will join the workforce, some of us will go into the military, and some of us are unsure of what our future holds, which is totally okay. I am certain that every single one of us graduates has the potential to achieve our dreams because we have the educational foundation to do so. In order to be sitting here, you have had to have dedication, perseverance, and self-discipline. All of these traits will set you up for success. It is also admirable to note that many of us have balanced our school life all while participating in sports, clubs, activities, or working a job. Oftentimes, finding the balance was difficult, but guess what? We did it. Kelly Walsh has a unique atmosphere in a way that our culture revolves around 4 pillars: academics, acceptance, athletics, and activities. These pillars have been the stepping stones to our future. Many of us have formed second families and homes at Kelly Walsh. Today is the last day where all of us will be together in the same room. Today is the last day that some of us will see each other. And today is the day where we celebrate one of our greatest accomplishments. As Taylor Swift once said, remember this moment. Although it is sad that we are leaving, we will forever have one thing in common. We are Kelly Walsh, and we will always be a Trojan. Thank you, class of 2023, and good luck with your next adventure. Please welcome Olivia Smith to speak about the athletics pillar.
Emma. You're good. No, you did good.
Good evening. It's an honor to be speaking here tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Olivia Smith, and I'm an athlete. Mainly, I compete in softball, wrestling, and judo. Growing up, playing sports were a huge part of life for me. I consider myself lucky in that regard, as I have learned many lessons through athletic endeavors. As a little kid, I tried as many sports as I could. That included ballet, yes, those dancers are athletes, archery, volleyball, running, etc. I tried a lot of things, but I focused on those main 3 that I mentioned before. The first sport that I really loved was judo. I started at 5 years old. I was the only kid in the class, the rest of the students being grown men. At the time, I never fully understood what I was doing, but I always enjoyed going to class with my dad. In Japanese, the word judo directly translates to the gentle way. Picking people up and slamming each other into the ground isn't exactly gentle. The name isn't just referring to the grappling techniques. Judo has taught me how to be disciplined, and not everything can be done with force. If one way is not working, perhaps another way will. You need to be able to recognize when something isn't working, adapt to the situation, and try again. It has shown me that I can do things on my own, regardless of the odds, and it has helped me to grow as an individual on and off the mats. The next sport that captured my heart was softball. I remember joining the T-ball team and being so excited to show the coach my hot pink softball. Softball has taught me how to be a part of a team, how to work and communicate with other people towards a common goal. I learned that when you're on a team, it isn't about you as an individual. It can't be. It has to be about the entire team. The goals, the failures, the successes, they all belong to the team. I have been lucky enough to be a part of some amazing teams over the years. I had the opportunity to be a part of the inaugural Wyoming High School softball season here at Kelly Walsh. On that inaugural team, I was teammates with girls that I had grown up playing against and with. I had the chance to be a part of something bigger than myself. I was able to give back to the sport by helping younger girls that were learning to love this sport as well. I learned that others are watching. It is important to set the right example. Kelly Walsh softball has made it to the state tournament every year since the sport was sanctioned. And while we haven't won it yet, we have placed 2 out of 3 years. And with all that, the biggest thing that softball has given me is a family to fall back on. Even though we may disagree and we may fight, we always pick each other back up because it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about the team. Finally, I went out for wrestling in middle school. It just so happened to be an all-boys team at the time. The coaches have since told me that I was the first girl they'd ever coached, so it was not a normal thing for girls to do. But with the support of my parents and the coaches, I fell in love with wrestling. As I entered high school, not sure I would continue wrestling, the boys were all getting bigger and stronger. After some serious thought, I decided to at least try it my freshman year. I found out that I was no longer the only girl. I finally had someone else on the mats that understood. Another girl, who would eventually become my supporter, my challenger, and my best friend. Someone who pushed me on and off the mats. Having her support, I decided to keep wrestling, which meant competing against the boys. Match after match, I would go toe-to-toe with whoever was on the other side. And let me tell you, I definitely lost more than I won. Being on the boys' team, I quickly learned that not everyone wanted me there. My coaches were supportive, but there were plenty of people, including teammates and their parents, that were not. I was told that I should not be wrestling at all. I was told that girls shouldn't wrestle. I was told that girls definitely should not be wrestling boys, and that I should just stick with sports that are for girls. I did my best to let these words roll off my back. At the end of my junior year, I was informed that girls wrestling had been sanctioned in Wyoming for the 2022 and 2023 season, another inaugural season that I got to be a part of. As the season began, we had about 14 girls on the Kelly Walsh mats. It was amazing to see that many females in the wrestling room. Wrestling is a tough and unforgiving sport, and all these girls had the courage to step on the mat, many of them being first-year wrestlers. As the end of my senior season was approaching, so was the first ever girls' state championship. I made it to the finals and started to freak out and get nervous. Some wise words from my dad helped me somewhat calm down. She has no right to beat you. You deserve to be here. You have worked for this and earned this. Keep your foot on the gas the entire match. I finished the match and I was a state champion. There were many tears. Just ask Coach Sims. I shared all this so it's clear that athletic endeavors aren't about winning trophies or medals. They are nice, and everyone wants to win, but that doesn't always happen. While I have had success in athletics, I have also failed. I have set goals, I have attempted things, and I have fallen short, and that's okay. What I'd like to leave you with is this. Athletics can provide a special kind of adversity. Adversity is not necessarily a bad thing. The courage to start something, the attempt to reach your goal, the discipline needed to overcome setbacks, the way it feels when you finally succeed, the way it feels when you don't, all of that is important. The growth that happens in the process of dealing with adversity, the lessons learned, the memories, those are the important things. And we get to carry all of that forward with us. I know that I was lucky enough to be a part of something special here. Congratulations to the class of 2023. We are Kelly Walsh. Please welcome Brody Doyle to speak about the activities pillar.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Broderick Thurston Doyle, or Brody, depending on who you are. During my time at Kelly Walsh High School, I've done a multitude of sports and extracurricular activities. I participated in football, both indoor and outdoor track. I was in Esprit de Corps for one rehearsal. I played in the pit for the musical. I played in jazz, concert, and marching band. Through these activities, I've gained so much. I've met people who I would consider my best friends. I had coaches and teachers who considered to be some of my greatest mentors. But most importantly, I have learned the greatest lesson that school can't teach you in a classroom. And that lesson is hard work and dedication are the two greatest skills anyone can have. As many activities, band has an all-state. But it's not like these sports. Sorry, I lost my place. Your teacher/coach doesn't vote for you, your all-state. You audition for it. It's a big deal. Everybody is working on it, choir, orchestra, and band, all for a couple weeks. And this is natural selection at its finest. If you work on it super hard and grind it out, you will get in. But if you coast and barely work on it, you will get a different outcome. My freshman year, I coasted. I didn't work on it, and I didn't make it. But a switch turned on in my head that day, and from that point on, I was dedicated to making it into the all-state band. Every year after that, I made it into the All-State Band. And last year, I was lucky enough to be the principal tuba in the All-State Band. Every opportunity I had after that to audition for an honor group, I was determined to make it. So I worked, and I worked, and I worked. I made it into the All-Northwest Band and the All-State Jazz Band. To wrap this up, the next time you want something, it can be as small as passing a math quiz, or it can be as big as becoming a neurosurgeon. If you are determined and you put in the hard work, you can overcome anything and turn your dreams into a reality. As Master Yoda said, do or do not. There is no try. Thank you, Kelly Walsh, and congratulations, class of 2023. We are Kelly Walsh. Now please welcome Martina Stowe to speak about the acceptance pillar.
I'll give you a coin, all right? Get loud.
I was told to give this speech to one person. That one person is my grandma, Diane Stowe. So Grandma, this is to you. Acceptance is defined as an act of accepting someone or something. This sounds simple enough. But acceptance is a concept and struggle in this world we are growing up in. If you are not what society finds to be normal, or you do not do what is expected of you, then you will feel you are not accepted. Then I came to Kelly Walsh, which showed me the meaning of acceptance and extended it further than I knew possible. At Kelly Walsh, acceptance is expected of students, parents, teachers, and faculty. They want everyone to feel like they fit in no matter what you're going through, who you are, or what you have done, which for me was a breath of fresh air in a long childhood of not feeling welcomed anywhere or accepted for who I am. As a child, you get told that family is a happy thing, with the image of a mom, a dad, possibly siblings, and a puppy. I didn't have that. When I was 1 year old, my mom passed from a heart attack. So it was only me and my dad for a while. When I turned 3 or 4 years old, my dad could no longer take care of me. And so his mom took me in. My grandma was everything to me. She provided me with a home that I felt safe in, love and support every step of the way, and she was whatever I needed from her. In elementary school, we would have these lunches for Mother's Day or Father's Day. To all the other kids, they would be excited to have their parents come. I was worried that I didn't have the correct parent to bring. My grandma would come to all of them. She was my mom, my dad, my grandma, and my friend. I loved having her there at those events, but the kids whispering in my ear or to each other saying, "She isn't normal. Why does she bring her grandma? That isn't a parent. Not even her own parents want her." They said a lot more mean things that made it hard to feel okay, and that I was accepted for me and my home life. The sad thing is that kids were not the only ones that said it, but their parents did as well. They would tell their kids, "She doesn't have parents, so she won't understand. She has a troubled home life, so you can't be her friend." At some point, I started believing all these people around me, to the point of not even accepting myself. Middle school hit, and I was at an all-time low. Not only did I struggle to fit in because I felt no one would want to be my friend, but I was filled with such anger because I wasn't normal, and I didn't have this normal life. I look back at that now and think, what is normal? We have this understanding that people can be normal. They can't. We as individuals are unique and have amazing personalities and backstories, so there's no such thing as normal. It is a world full of beautifully different and unique people. I started to accept my home life as my normal, but I was still trying to discover who I was. The hardest thing about acceptance will be yourself. I hit freshman year, and I was so excited for a fresh start. Caleb showed me the pillars, and I thought nothing of them at first. But then I recognized all the upperclassmen and teachers being so kind and open-minded. I felt comfortable at school and liked. I could talk about me and my story, and it would be okay. At the end of freshman year, my grandma fell ill. Then the pandemic hit. It was so scary because my grandma's immune system was at an all-time low, and the entire world had shut down. I was in fear of losing the closest person to me. I told no one that was going on with my grandma out of fear of people saying I was just trying to get attention. In August of 2020, my grandma passed away from cancer, which we wasn't aware of her having. I lost everything. I lost my best friend, my grandma, my home, my safety and feeling of love. I have moved around a lot since the age of 15 because I didn't really have anywhere to go. I have not had a home that felt safe or one that I felt wanted in since she passed. No one could ever be as accepting and loving as her. I was dealing with my home and grief situation while going to high school. I almost dropped out and got a job so I could get a home of my own and hopefully feel safe. But I wanted to finish out the semester, so I did. In that semester, I met Madison Rickman, who showed me to not be ashamed of a past like mine because it made me thrive and become a person I am today. Then Miss Finley was a teacher who encouraged me to push through and make it to graduation because I have so much potential. She would ask if I was okay and help me with school supplies and just be a listening ear for when I felt alone. They made me feel so accepted. The next semester hit and I stayed in school. But then I had another family death, had to move homes again, and I was struggling to motivate myself to go to school, let alone pass. I was going to call it quits and try a different path. I was struggling to find a job and have food to eat. Then my history teacher, Mr. Delaney, found out I wasn't eating lunch because I didn't have any to eat. He provided me with contacts at the school to get food. Then this kid named Evan Peterman made me promise him to stay in school and try my best, and he would do the same with me so I wasn't alone. These are two teachers and two students that accepted me and helped me in my situation. Because of them, I am standing here today giving a speech to my graduating class. All of us are here because we have had someone like this, and that is why we are Kelly Walsh.
So before presenting this year's graduates, please join me in what has become a Kelly Walsh tradition by acknowledging our Kelly Walsh Trojan connections together. Please stand and remain standing if you're a member of the Kelly Walsh High School class of 2023. If you are in the crowd and able, please stand and remain standing if you are a past graduate of Kelly Walsh High School. please stand if you are a staff member, friend, or family member here supporting a graduate of Kelly Walsh High School. Standing proud since 1965, we are Kelly Walsh. Thank you. And you now may be seated. And now, everyone but the Chairman Cavalier, you may come on over. All right, this is a good part, guys. Chairman Cavalier and members of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to present the class of 2023 and certify they have met the requirements for graduation.
Thank you, Principal Britt. Having been certified by Principal Britt as meeting all requirements for graduation by the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of Natrona County School District Number 1, I declare the members of the class of 2023 prepared to receive their diplomas. Will the graduates please come forward to accept their diplomas?
Maya Phillips.
Tyler Kessel.
Rain Pickenpaw.
Joseph Orr.
Jaden Joy Belleville.
Nathaniel Jacob Blomberg.
Samantha Lawfree.
Louis Rohr Jr.
Romina Juarez.
Tyler Alexander Bullock.
Jimena Peña Rona.
Samson Kane Cottle.
Aaliyah Costales.
Christopher Lee Chambers.
Michaela Jean Geyer. Samantha Butte.
Xavier Cruz Gomez.
Isabella Garo. Caroline Ava Weiss.
Bryce Boyer.
Brooke Dahoney.
Derek Burt.
Tegan Fowler.
Anders Thompson.
Michaela Utsi.
Logan Huff.
Madison Rickman.
Jonah Hills.
Martina Stowe.
Landon Madison.
Maddie Hornbeck.
Donovan Boomer.
Kaylee Peterson.
Evan Peterman.
Sophia Pardo.
Joshua Adler.
Amelia Carson.
Zachary Sparby.
Isabel Larson.
Braxton Hale Hayes.
Brooklyn Cooley.
Caden York.
Robin Pebbles.
Private First Class True Bailey.
Ash Fritzinger.
Private First Class Derek Hernandez.
Brooke Harmon.
Fred Gerard Sherman.
Jess McIntyre.
Caleb Faisal.
Lydia Jaimes.
Caleb Paulson.
Caitlin Wise.
Levi Melvin Shupik.
You ready? Bess Bentley Corsland.
Bradley Ryan Townsend.
McKenna Hart.
Braden Steele.
Teslin Finley.
David Smith.
Desiree Cheyenne Tatro.
David Parks.
Casey Gordy Young.
Jacob Matthew Baker.
Sydney Roylance.
Jared Nolan Cummings.
Ella J. Reeker.
Taylor Kiefer.
Madeline Marie James.
Camden Thompson.
Michaela Holzhausen.
Coulter Cloward.
Gabby Neff.
Wyatt Bueller.
Sash Hadley.
Owen LeCount.
Ariel Coleman.
Alan Corona Martinez.
Daniela Guerra.
Kale Hull.
Emma Peterson.
Drew Jocelyn.
Lauren Vigil.
Kevin Mazzanti.
Sheena Nation.
Dylan Mazzanti.
Sarah Janelle Zoe Riddle.
Teague Cotton.
Sydney Holdren.
Olin Forsman.
You look beautiful. Shaylee Rosales.
David Hernandez.
Angelina Longtime.
Luis Vasquez.
Brianna Hope Edisted.
Zachariah Susanik.
You got this. Vera Marie Rodriguez.
Jesse Gonzalez.
Sage Graves.
Titus Trujillo.
Susan Noah.
Xander Danger Kravick.
Kamala Behringer.
Braden Cronin.
Brooklyn Walden.
Diego Cuevas.
I love you more. Maishla Lynn Bovey.
Jordan Forsyth.
Lexi Short.
Dalton Korinsky.
Sierra Altland.
Gabriel Ledoux.
Jennifer Gustafson.
Jackson Shed.
No, this is what you worked for. Taylor Jew.
Josh Goodrich.
Josie Ravel.
Nathan Miller.
You got it. Sina Curry.
Connor Deagle.
Riley Alberts.
Beckham Stowe.
Bailey Collins.
Isaac Mamet.
So much fun, ready? Keating Chase.
Brody Deacon.
Gracelyn McCain.
Vitaly Larson.
Adeline Cordell.
Kellen McCool.
Adriel Farrell.
Eric Holsheiser.
Ready? Cadence Geist. Anastasia, I'm so proud of you.
Jack Fetter.
Anastasia Ellison.
Paul Yan.
Angelia Peretta.
Joshua Hammond.
Marissa Morgan Osborne.
Braden Lawrence.
Eve Salome Hodgen.
Eli Reeling.
Abigail Dabre.
Kenneth Haygood.
Stacy Michelle Sequenza.
Bryce Whitman.
Eden Bayless.
Jesus Ochoa.
Here we go. Jamie Kirkwood.
Jesus Lopez Jr.
Jesse Petley.
Giovanni Lucci.
Aspen Foster.
Diego Armando Jimenez.
Trinity Lynn Karubi.
Eric Ruval Cava.
Mackenzie Rose Sanders.
Fernando Carbajal.
Erich Juden.
Kit Stokes.
Kaylee Christie.
Porter Marble.
Haley Taylor.
Zach Archuleta.
Eve Trout Johnson.
Bo Bartling.
Mackenzie May Coley.
Jackson Bronzeroth.
Olivia Ann Schmidt.
Hunter Mock.
Ilea Mwangi.
Colton Garrett Brooks.
Sophie Tucker.
Jesse Joel Sulzan.
Jaden Edwards.
Caden Nielsen.
Rachel Carolyn Cole.
Augustus Meyer.
Hannah Elise Holmberg.
Gregory Scott.
Okay. Emma Elise Holmberg.
Tyler Cole.
Amberlyn Kalia Hill.
Hudson Hollinger.
Ready? Morgan Olivia Barino.
Jack Wilson.
Haley Diana Hardy.
Colton Harmson.
Piper Paris Wall.
Tyson Namkin.
Brielle Kylie Blocker.
Andrew Bessie.
Reagan Lynn Camp.
Andrew Gray.
Addison Anthony.
Drayden Slaw.
Samantha Kabinski.
Landon Alex Mestis.
Lyric Dollins.
Wyatt Jacobs.
Kylie Stuback.
Dante Vanderbloom.
Chloe K. Bowden.
Colton Wolf.
Chantel Marie Pfeiffer.
Jesse Smith.
Emma K. Guthrie.
True Hayes Clark.
Ava Angelia Robertson.
Andrew Marshall Kyle.
Sydney Moore.
Trayson Davila.
Avery Strand.
Obed Izagire.
Ready? Laura Flucher.
Riley O'Neill.
Hannah Spicer.
Braden Adels.
Lainey Joe Stone.
Connor Bartholomew.
Selby Jenna Reno.
Luke Lohr.
Luna Guzman.
I am. Elijah Campa.
Is it us? Emma Freeling.
Bryce Lachlan.
Leonie Werner.
Dustin Osterman.
Josephine Clausen.
Saletti Polly Polly.
Carly Woodruff.
Hunter Lane.
Nadia Follensby.
Jaden Nichols.
Olivia Carlson.
Caden Smith.
Shaylee Keating Carlson.
Spencer Russ.
Hadley McCash.
Fenton Carlson.
Kristen Cutler.
Dylan Rogers.
Peyton Bell Caruth.
Brock Pexton.
Abigail Elise Milby.
Gibson Sasser.
Faith Ember Roden.
Reese Rourke.
Callisto Bennett.
Landon Wright.
Elise Warren.
Armand Dillon.
Kenley Griffith.
Brody Rude.
Bailey Owens.
Landon Pepley.
Grace Kaylin Jenkins Long.
Carson Kennedy.
Jocelyn Jensen.
Luke Page.
Afton Page Barr.
James McDonald.
Samantha Roberts.
Daxton Palmer.
Bianca Reuter.
Nolan Sipe.
Madeline Fowler.
Brody Haskins.
Julia Griner.
Nathan Hamilton.
Bobby Herbst.
Asher Vale.
Katie Conway.
Kane Linneman.
Isabel Jackson.
Dylan Matthew James Produit.
Stephanie Solis Marroquin.
Christopher Pickering.
Elizabeth Barella.
Aiden Emanuelson.
Amber Ordaway. Olivia Alberta Cecily. You want me to do that?
Greg Ryberg.
Olivia Alberta Cecily.
Dallas Stevens.
Gabriella Alexis Blumberg.
Grant Baldwin.
Cadence Munoz.
Evan George Bergeau.
Bailey Bell.
Traden D. Ward.
Bethany Heward.
Elijah J. Puzella.
JC Blackford.
Dakota Wells.
Alex Snelling.
Cody Lim.
Samantha Wolf.
Samuel L. King.
Carly Kalis.
Joshua Ziesmer.
Haley Kalis.
Victor Manuel Moreno Cisneros.
Kyler McIntyre.
Mason Atkinson.
Alexis Paige Worth McCauley.
Andrew Kalis.
2, 1. Katie Eggington.
Jeremiah Smith.
Malin Wilson.
Noah Gay.
Bryn Eastland.
Kyler Perry.
Alyssa Eastland.
Jonas Bird.
Jessica Hatterman.
Joey Luke Foster.
Zoe Von Gunton.
Justin Smith.
Tiana Lynn Montgomery.
Broderick Doyle.
1. Kiwi Carpenter.
Ethan Green.
Bethany Brooke Baker.
Micaiah Cheney.
Nicole Ray Worthing.
Joshua Nix.
Graven Guard.
Caden Hall.
Keo Lee.
Joseph Ray Baker.
Make a bigger entrance. Paige Sides.
Carlos Viella.
Elizabeth Bowers.
Tyler Rose.
Grace Kiggins.
Adnan A.
Savannah Kiggins.
Caitlin Roylance.
Madison Michelle Lewis.
Rowan Olson.
Isabel Santos Andrade.
Alex McKenzie.
Peyton Francis May Raffensberger.
Santino Carrera.
Alana Heatherly.
Adrian Chernachero Gonzalez.
Shannon Smith.
Tanner Brown.
Catherine McDonald.
Jude Hart.
Esperanza Simmental.
Abigail Miller.
Taylor Minery.
Ambien Holguin.
Lauren Lamy.
Logan Sandoval.
Tatum George.
Jorge Contreras Cos.
Miana Lee Cardenas.
Hunter Swikuski.
Sydney J. Eskew.
Christian Smith.
Abrianne Renee Browning.
Gabriel Walker.
Wisdom Joy Shimshak. Elise Galatea Richardson. Sophia Annie Wood. Olivia Amelia Smith. Tylynn Jade Stensgaard. Maritza Esmeralda Betancourt Silva. Camila Fernanda Baca Leyva. Hannah Bankhauser. Julieta Servin Pisano. Aislinn Tuttle. Brooklyn Gebhardt. Annie Jones. Anastasia Zavala Sanchez. Madison Solzy. Giselle Laramendi. Elena Knarnschild. Claudia Maroney. Sarah Shuhaidova. Lillian Baker. Isabella Perella Pina. Zoel Baldwin. Yuretsi Tredo.
Yes. Yes. Boy. Would the senior class secretary Maya Phillips, senior class vice president Katie Conway, and senior class president Derek Burke come forward for the ceremonial tassel change?
On behalf of the class of 2023, I'd like to thank our student council sponsors, Ben Skank, Jolene Whitley, Beth Williams, and Lacey Wilson. And now would the graduates please stand? Would you please grab the cap tassel with me and move it from right to left? And it's my pleasure to present the class of 2023.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe.